Thank you for visiting my YouTube channel to get your daily Bible verse and Bible chapter. I hope you have a great day and come back each and every day for a new verse and a new chapter. Thank you and God bless. 2 Samuel 15. Absalom caused the people to love him. Sometime after that, Absalom bought a chariot and horses. He had 50 men who ran in front of him. He got up early in the morning. Then he went to stand at the side of the road by the city's gate. He shouted to everyone who was coming to see the king. Then he asked, "Where have you come from?" The man would tell Absalom which tribe of Israel he came from. He knew the men were arguing with other men about a problem. They wanted the king to tell them the right answer to the problem. Then Absalom would say, "I'm sure that you are right and not the other man." But there was no one of the king's officers to listen to you. And Absalom would say, "If you become a judge in this country, people with problems would be able to come to me. I would be a fair judge for them." The man would blend down because he wanted to honor Absalom, but he would put out his hands and he would pull the man to himself. Then he would kiss him. Absalom did this to all the people who came to ask the king for a judgment. That was how he caused all the men in Israel to love him. After 4 years, Absalom spoke to the king, "Please let me go to Hebron. I have promised something to the Lord. I did it while I was living in Geshur in Aram." He said, "I promised to worship the Lord in Hebron if the Lord brought me to Jerusalem again." The king said, "Go in peace." So he went to Hebron. Absalom makes himself king. Then Absalom sent men with a message secretly to all the tribes of Israel. The men had to say, "When you hear the noise of trumpets, shout, Absalom has become king in Hebron. But 200 men from Jerusalem has gone with Absalom." He had asked them to go as friends. They did not know what Absalom would do. Absalom burnt his sacrifices. At the same time, he sent men to fetch Absalom from Gilgal. Asapul always suggested to David what he should do more and more men joined Absalom's men against David, so Absalom became stronger and stronger. David runs away from Jerusalem. A servant came and he told David, Israel's men have turned away from you to follow Absalom. Then David spoke to the officers who were with him in Jerusalem. Come, we must run away. If we do not do that, Absalom will beat us all. We must leave now. If we do not do that, he will kill everyone in the city. The king's servants answered, we will do anything that our lord the king chooses. So the king went out with all his servants and family, but he did not take 10 of his lady friends, so they would be able to keep the king's house safe. He went out, and all the people were following him. They stopped at the last house that was near Jerusalem. All his men marched past him with the Canaanites and Perizzites, the 600 men who had come with him from Garth, also marched past the king. The king spoke to Ittai in Gath. Why are they coming with us? Return to stay with Absalom, the new king. You are from the other country. You only came here a short time ago. You do not need to run away with us. I don't even know where I am going. Return and take your people with you. I pray that the Lord will be kind to you, and I pray that he will bless you. But Ittai replied to the king, I promise that I will go with you. As surely as the Lord is alive, I will go with you. I will go any place that you may go during your whole life. I will go, whether it causes me to live or die. David said, go on then. So Ittai marched on with all his men and their families. All the people that they passed wept in a loud voice. The king crossed the Kidron Valley, and all the people moved toward the desert. Zadok, the priest, was there. The Levites were also there, and they were carrying the covenant box. They put it down. Then Ab burnt sacrifices until all the people had left the city. Zadok, Ab, and their sons take the covenant box to Jerusalem again. Then the king said to Zadok, take the covenant box into the city. If I please the Lord, he will bring me there again. then I will see it again, the Lord's house. But if not, I am ready. He must do what seems best to him. Again, the king spoke to Zadok the priest. He said, "Take your son and Ab, son Jonathan, to the city with you. I will wait at the place where you cross the river. I will wait until you send me news." So Zadok and Ab took the covenant box to Jerusalem, and they stayed there. But David continued to go to the hill called Mount of Olives. He was weeping as he went, and he had covered his hands and all. He was not wearing anything on his feet. All the people with him also covered their hands, and they wept as they walked. They had told David that was with Absalom. So David prayed, "Lord, please cause to give them the advice of a fool." David arrived at the top of the hill where he worshipped God. Hushai from the place called Archie met him there. He had torn his clothes, and he had dirt on his head. David said, "Do not come with me, because you might cause me trouble. Return to the city. You can say to Absalom, 'You are the king, and I am your servant. I was your father's servant, but now I will be your servant. Then you can help me. You can give the opposite advice to advice. The priest Zadok and Ab will be there with you. Tell them anything that you hear in the king's house. Their two sons, and Jonathan, are with them. Send them to me with everything that you hear." So when Absalom had just gone into the city, David's friend Hushai arrived in Jerusalem. Revelation 21:4. God will take away all the tears from their eyes. Nobody will die again. Nobody will be sad again. Nobody will cry again. Nobody will have pain again. Everything that made people sad has now gone. The old world has gone away. Again, Revelation 21:4. God will take away all tears from their eyes. Nobody will die again. Nobody will be sad again. Nobody will cry again. Nobody will have pain again. Everything that made people sad has now gone. The old world has completely gone away. One of my favorite verses is Philippians 4:13. It says, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." If you have your own favorite verse, please put that down below and let me know what it is. And always remember to smile, because you never know what a smile can do for someone's day. Thank you, and God bless. Thank you for watching today's video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe so you can remember to watch each and every day's video. Thank you for the ones that have been with me from the beginning. Please help me expand my ministry. Thank you, and God bless.